¿Cómo están? Bienvenidos. Mi nombre es Jorge Enrique Cuéllar. Soy profesor de la licenciatura en lengua extranjera de la Universidad Luis Amigo y voy a acompañarlos en todo el proceso de realización de los materiales y de todo lo relacionado con Medellín en corto en inglés. Muy bien, como pueden ver aquí tengo abierta la página porque vamos a hablar de distintos aspectos. Número uno, de cómo crear nuestra ficha, nuestra cédula, pie de objeto, para describir nuestra obra, que tenga todos los requisitos, pero haciendo un especial énfasis en el párrafo referente a concepto. ¿Cómo voy a expresar el concepto de mi obra en inglés? ¿Ok? Posteriormente vamos a revisar, muy bien, en términos de formato, en términos de concepto, distintos ejemplos en inglés que nos van a ayudar a tener un texto mucho más organizado antes de la revisión por parte del Comité de Bilingüismo de Medellín en corto. Now we are going to start in English. Students, remember that we have four different things that we need to comply in your work. Number one, you are going to have the title. What is the name of your work? And coming back to Spanish, es muy importante que no hagan una traducción literal a través de Google Traductor. ¿Por qué? Chicos, sabemos que en inglés los contextos son diferentes y la organización sintáctica de las palabras es muy diferente. Así que atención. Lo más importante es saber qué quiero decir. ¿Qué es el aspecto que evidentemente quiero comunicar con el título de mi obra? In this case, it's very simple because the title is self-portrait, okay? And the original artwork is already written in English. Well, not a problem. Well, but here, The Hunter, Catalan Landscape. Aquí, pues el título fue traducido al inglés, ¿cierto? Pero, bueno, si yo miro la misma obra, y en este momento los invito a parar el video y a que busquen esta misma obra y reconozcan su título en español. ¿Lo reconocieron? Muy bien. Se dan cuenta que lo más importante es que esta transposición, esta traducción no puede ser literal, ¿ok? Good. Aspect number two, the authors, which is very simple. Just write your name. As you can see here, we have that John Miro is the author, and we know that Andy Warhol is the author of the self-portrait. Conversely, it is added here like more information. Good. What is the other information? In this case, the format. ¿Ok? En Medellín en corto tenemos muchos tipos de formatos. Vamos a revisar en la página de Medellín en corto cuáles son específicamente esos puntos que con exactitud nos van a decir qué es el formato. We are going to go to our artistic gallery, and here in the categories we are going to realize how can you get to understand the different options of Medellín en corto. We can get to know. I'm sorry for that. Excuse me. Okay, precisely. I am going to talk about it. So, look, it's very important, and especially in this message I am receiving from the teacher, is related about it on how do you get to use describe your work. Number one, photography. Number two, you have drawing and painting. But if you are working on painting, you need to describe the particular features. I have three examples. Andy Warhol. How do I describe the, the technique? I say that is silk screen on ink on synthetic polymer paint on 9 canvases. And here I am including the dimensions on the different canvases. Okay? Good. In this case, we are not sure if this version we are going to print material and if we are going to present it. But it's very good that in this case we can get to have the dimensions, or according to what your teacher says right away, is that you need to consider these particular technique features. Let's go to our second example. In the case of the photography, Dali Atomicus by Philip Holzman. Okay, here we can find the description, that is a gelatin silver print, I'm sorry, and here I have the dimensions. Okay, of course, the year of everything is 2021 because it's our current year. But it is important that you can include it because in the future, in the other versions of Medellín and Corto, we can identify from where this particular artwork was. Good. Let's talk about the most important, and it's a paragraph about the concept. Vuelvo al español. Por supuesto que ustedes ya realizaron en compañía de su profesor un proceso, un párrafo de concepto, pero les quiero mostrar distintos párrafos de concepto en inglés, porque es muy importante y quiero ser enfático en esta recomendación en que no hagamos traducción literal ni hagamos traducción desde Google Translator. We are going to talk about the concept of the photography Dali Atomicus from Philip Halsman. Okay? It took photographer Philip Halsman and artist Salvador Dali 28 tries to achieve the prideful weightlessness of Dali Atomicus. Están contando la historia de la obra de alguna manera. She made like 28 shots to get these pictures. And they say the context. Halsman met Dali and other artists in the surrealist circle when he was living in Paris in the late 40s. Y continuamos. Aquí una descripción de ese contexto histórico. In our cases, probably not, or maybe yes, because you are talking about the human rights and the conflict in different contexts and in different backgrounds. Okay, good. Here you have a description of the characteristics of his photograph, that usually he was a photojournalist, and he has closely cropped, sharply focused portraits with word infused with warmth and a sense of humor, evincing his ability to make his objects feel comfortable in front of the camera. Okay, well, here I am just providing like some other information on what the artwork is. Okay? Bueno, let's move to self-portrait from Andy Warhol. Okay? Here there is we're talking about that Andy Warhol created portraits of people he admire. You know that this that you mostly have seen in artistic appreciation or in history of art, that the self-portraits were mostly related as famous iconic. So, what is the concept? The concept is that by the mid 1960s, Warhol had amassed a huge public following of artists, filmmakers, performers, writers, and art patrons seduced by his persona. Engaging in the painting of self portraits only further cultivated his fame. In this time, self portraits were famous as the iconic portraits of people by that time. Conversely, what is the point? What do I want to say with my artwork? In the case of Miro, Miro's landscape evokes life on his family farm in Monroy, Catalonia, Spain, a politically autonomous region near to the Spain border with France. Catalonia maintains its own parliament, language, history, and culture. Okay, here comes the concept. Why Miro is talking about this? So, because this landscape clearly evokes or wants to talk about his prior experiences within the family. Okay, let's say that there is more information. Catalan nationalism has been a subject of debate for more than a century. Perhaps hinting at his contentious history, Midor depicts the French, Catalan, and Spanish flags in the foreground. So you see that in the foreground, in small objects, you are going to find the different flags, which have a particular meaning. Okay, in the foreground writes the word sard, short for sardana, Catalonia's national dance. So the idea, people, is that when you are describing your artwork, no matter what the format is, if it is an artwork like this, or if you are talking about a video, a literature video, a performance on our experience of relational art, a video profile, an animated video, all of these plastic and artistic creations have a particular focusing point in the case of Medellín and Corto. Students, thank you very much. Here you can go to www.moma.org, or you can go to momalearning.org to find out more. Or if you need more advisory, you can write me. Me pueden escribir al correo electrónico jorge.cuellarag@amigo.edu.co. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope that this video can be useful. Goodbye.